I hope you had a good weekend because it's time to get back to business.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Before I start, you probably can already hear it. I mean, the cold outside has been whipping my ass, so just, ignore this hoarse ass voice. Hopefully it will go away. Let me tell you somebody's voice who is not hoarse, Ariana Grande. She's making sure to let you girls know that she's moving the fuck on. This was a cute moment. Pete Davidson was a cute, era of her life. So she decided, like any good artist would do, sit her ass down, create a song about it, and release it. It's called Thank You Next. I think it's #1 on Apple Music or some shit. It has a cute little vibe to it. She name dropped these hoes. I was like, okay, girl, like Ariana don't give a fuck what any of you girls are saying, and I'm getting my entire life. It really makes you sit back and think about all the ain't shit ass men that you put up with, all the shitty ass men that you dealt with. I do appreciate it, Ariana. I'm just very happy that you are out here living your life. You had a rough ass fucking year. Like, girl, that shit was ridiculous, but I'm happy to see that you're still here, releasing cute ass music, and of course, dominating charts. Let's move the fuck on to Miss Simone. Girl, Miss Simone is out here dragging you bitches from sea to shining sea in the name of America. Simone becomes the first American to win a medal at every single event at the World Championships. Girl, what is she, like the most decorated gymnast or some shit ever? Like, Simone, you're out here giving us the inspiration. You know what I mean? In the face of all of this disgusting news, all these trashy ass headlines that has us fearing for our goddamn lives, literally. You're just, give us the inspiration, the power, the passion that we need. Do you know how sickening you have to be? A whole ass black girls out here dragging you bitches at the World Championships. She won at the first American ever to win. Girl, just get out my fucking face. Everyone else needs to catch up, and if you can't catch up, then you need to sit down, okay? Now everybody, I want you to go ahead and put on your Nicki Minaj helmet here. Girl, I don't know, as I said, there are a lot of people been sponsored by Harley Davidson. Everybody put on your Nicki Minaj helmet here because this next section of the video, girl, is going to be filled with dangers. It's going to be filled with racist projectiles. You need to dodge it. I don't know if you need to call Wonder Woman so you can, you know what I mean? It's going to be filled with all types of racism that has been going on this week. Let's first talk about, girl, this shit was insane. So staff dressed up as Mexicans and others dressed as a wall, and which said Make America Great Again, and they did this shit at an elementary school in Idaho. I don't know who's visiting Idaho, but if they are, I would suggest that they make sure that they have their white hoods ready and the holes cut out for the eyes. Just have your white hoods ready. Can you imagine the type of mentality that has to be solidified in whatever town that was, in whatever city that was in Idaho, for these motherfuckers to feel comfortable, multiple people to feel comfortable doing this shit at an elementary school, okay? Staff. Girl, that is ridiculous to me. Like, look at them with these pathetic ass, fake ass sombreros, and we have these ugly ass mustaches that they're like that they purchased, and they dressed up as a whole ass wall, and the only wall that they need is like a wall of protection, so I don't have to see their sagging, drooping, disintegrating faces all over my fucking timeline. That's the only wall that is needed. And of course, the superintendent spoke out and said, well, girl, there's no malicious intent there. And so I feel like there's nothing that we can do except continue to make noise. We just have to name and shame and continue to just, if you want to do this shit, we'll have your face spread across all of media, all of social media, national media. Like, we just need to spread, since you're so comfortable being racist like this, we're going to make sure everybody sees it. And I don't know why, like, there's so many people who are publicly racist, and they just, when their shit gets broadcasted to the whole world, all of a sudden they're like, oh, stop recording me. Oh, don't put me on TV. Why, sis? Why? You were comfortable. You walked out in public with this shit on. Like, let's spread the news of what you got going on, sis. Girl, bye. Cause y'all know that shit's fucked up. But let me tell you something. The reason why we get so angry is because these things have real life implications. They are, life and death. And if you don't believe me, while these hoes were over here dressed up in these fake ass, in these tired ass, made in China built ass sombreros and shit, Dr. Paul Ryan of Pulse Cardiology San Bernardino denied a patient medical care because she speaks Spanish, not English. But the thing is that he denied letting the patient's daughter, who was right there in the room, translate for them. I'm gonna play you the video.
This is ridiculous. Let's go. Fine, you can go.
Yes, we'll
I cannot believe.
I'll call whoever I need to call and let them know
It won't bother
that
me a
you
bit.
are so offensive. You need to.
No, I'm
No,
not
you
offensive.
don't
I'm
need
not
to get
offensive.
into if she's
I'm not
Mom,
offensive.
nothing.
I am an American.
So what?
Born
I'm
here.
right here to translate for her. You don't need to do nothing but to tell me what's wrong with her. If she's okay, if she's not, then I'll translate to my mother. You don't need to tell me that she needs to learn English so you can communicate. Communicate through me, and I'll let her know.
It's
okay?
not the same.
It doesn't matter. Do you
Yes,
not
it does
understand?
matter. It's not the same. It's not the same.
So yeah, let me tell you something about Dr. Paul Ryan. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut straight to the point. Dr. Paul Ryan, I'm looking at the way that you're constructed right now, and like the racist ones, it's always very obvious in their face because their face looks like the surface of Mars. I'm not sure if you know, on Mars, there's this big ass scar and they think something smashed into that hole. This is exactly what his face is constructed like all over. The skin is just sunken. It's doing too much and doing too little at the same time. There's absolutely no reason why it should be constructed like an exhausted plastic bag and a used trash bag. Your skin, that's what it's constructed like. But actually, now that I think about it, it does make sense because in order to hold trash, you have to have, right, a trash bag, right? So that's what your skin is doing. It's holding in all of the trash that is currently circulating within that brain. But yeah, when I'm talking about this shit, when we're getting angry about this shit, it has real life implications, okay? And if people like doctors and shit like that, pharmacists are allowed to refuse your ass because of who you are, what language you speak, or whatever, and then on top of that, you have no protection from the government because the government has the administration has the same mindset, like we're fucked. We're fucked. And since we're already over here talking about the administration, Michael Cohen went on to media and he was just like, girl, I've heard Donald Trump use racist terminology. I've heard Donald Trump be racist while I was around him. I mean, there were such interesting quotes in the articles that I was reading. Michael Cohen is alleging that Donald Trump said shit like, oh, well, only blacks live in these type of rundown neighborhoods. He said that, you know, name me a country run by a black person that isn't a shithole. Like, it's shit like that he said. But Michael Cohen thinks that, I don't know, like, what does he think? What do these people think? Like, you were sitting around here listening to this man spew this racist shit and you were just like, oh, well, girl, I'm gonna sit here like, girl, you expect me to think that your old rich white ass wasn't laughing and kikiing every time he made statements like that? Girl, get out of my face! If your ass was damn near willing to take a bullet for his ass, I know you're over here kikiing and giggling at the shit that he said and adding to that shit. Like, yeah, girl, you're right. Them niggers can't live here. Michael Cohen, you're not anybody's martyr. You're not a savior, sis. Drop the tapes, spill the tea, shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear shit else from your ass. And speaking of telling people to shut up, the actress who plays Aria is not having it because Trump recently tweeted this photo and she was just like, girl, I think the fuck not. I think not. She tweeted that shit. Also, HBO tweeted this and they said, you know, can someone tell me how to say trademark misuse in Dothraki? And I nearly hollered. Don't nobody want Donald Trump's ass connected to Game of Thrones unless he's gonna be constructed like Joffrey in whatever storyline he's trying to pathetically tell, okay? He's giving me all types of Ramsay Bolton type of tease, you know what I mean? And all we need is Sansa to just go ahead and walk away from himself. That's all I'll say on that, but that's what we need, okay? He's giving me Ramsay and Joffrey type of tease, just a dangerous mix. And we're not featuring this shit. We don't wanna hear your ass talk about Game of Thrones. We don't wanna see your ass trying to walk around the Red Keep unless it's to walk outside and do a walk of fucking atonement all throughout DC, girl. And I would pay money. I would pay money to watch that shit happen, okay, Cersei? Sit your ass down. And of course, Trump continues to open his mouth and set his own asshole on fire. As he tweeted, and I'll read it, rumor has it that Senator Joe Donnelly of Indiana is paying for Facebook ads for his so-called opponent on the Libertarian ticket. Donnelly is trying to steal the election? Isn't that what Russia did? And I had to really look and see if this shit was a parody account. Because I was like, I know this man, I know this sack of rotting sausages. I know that he's stupid, but I was like, is he that stupid? Did he just sit up here and admit that, like, Russia's get out of here. I'm so tired of, oh my gosh, I'm tired of waking up and seeing him every moment just interrupt my peaceful thoughts with his idiotic IQ lacking, IQ points lacking tweets and statements. I'm so over it, okay? But keep on tweeting. I want Mueller to just go ahead and add that shit to the rest of the evidence that I'm sure he's piling up on your ass. And while you're over here having all these fucking rallies and shit, playing music while you're there from artists who do not support you, didn't John Legend ask, I don't know if it was John Legend. Was it John Legend who said, bitch, stop playing my music at y'all shit? I don't know who it was. But recently Rihanna went on Twitter and was just like, what's the tea? What's going on here? So a journalist, I think he's a journalist. He's like, yeah, girl, I'm at a Trump rally and currently they're playing Rihanna's Don't Stop the Music and everybody's loving it. They're tossing free Trump t-shirts around. And Rihanna was like, girl, they're playing the Please Don't Stop the Music? Well, not for much longer. She was like, girl, me nor my people would ever be at these rallies and shit, so thank you for the heads up, girl. Rihanna's gonna send that ass a cease and desist, because we need some peace and we need for you to sit. You hear what the fuck I'm saying? Rihanna's not here for y'all bumping her Caribbean tunes. You know what I mean? She's not here for y'all bumping her Caribbean tunes at the rally, girl. And she said, we're going to, girl, thanks for letting me know. Okay, that's all you need to know. But whoever's responsible for this shit, please be standing by your mailbox because we have something about to be served to your ass. So the Washington Examiner's Twitter was hacked, but before they could delete the tweet in question, I mean, it had been screenshot, of course, thousands and thousands of goddamn times. And I have it right here, girl. They said, Trump is, now this was obviously them hacked, but it says Trump is going to hell. Anyone who ever read the Bible can tell you where it stands on rich adulterers. Girl, they went and dragged. I was hollering. I looked at that tweet and I said, if I believed in y'all white Jesus, I would get even more of my fucking line. I'm glad that he was dragged. They went up there and said, girl, we were hacked. We don't know what the fuck going on. Everybody's like, no, girl, it's okay. That ain't no problem.
You need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem. Huh? I got my life. Keep it coming. I just want a company to do some crazy shit and just pretend like they got hacked. Just say some dumb shit. Just drag his ass and just like, oh yeah, girl, we got hacked. Moving on. Like, please, Washington Examiner, please bring the hacker back. We want the hacker. It's okay. Hacker, thank you. Please do it again. Thank you. Come again, baby. And if you do, I know that I will have a good goddamn evening, girl.